This is your weekly YouTube channel audit live. All you need to do is use the correct link in the description, fill out the form, and consider your channel for review. That's right. Channel reviews are free. You can send us a super chat and watch us discuss your question live on air. If you submit your channel for review, expect the following. We will share with you our knowledge, experience, and passion as fellow YouTube creators. I want to give a massive shout out to our moderators who do an awesome job every single live stream. That's your onboarding done. What channels have you brought us this week?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to vidIQ, where today we are taking a look at your YouTube channels. You've been submitting on the forums for a while. They're linked down below, and we're going to be pulling them up. We're going to pull up some random channels. We're going to check some stuff out, and we're going to hopefully give some advice and feedback that anybody can benefit from here watching the stream today. If you were watching this after it was a stream, let us know in the comments how many subscribers you have. If you're watching this live right now, let us know in the chat how many subscribers you currently have. Let's bring on the cat. Hello. I'm busy. Let's bring on Jen. Hey, Jen.
I love that the cat just really stole the spotlight real quick. That was adorable.
Yeah, this is a whole thing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little echoey. I'm just going to talk as close to my mic as I can, just really pull the ASMR, but I actually feel like I set the vibe really well with the intro and that little echo there.
Yeah, I think the reverb helps, just the drama of today and all the things we're going to be doing. So
I like it.
It's appropriate.
I think we should have something really dramatic like that every time we open the stream. Like, you never know what's going to come.
Yeah, I think I should do my part of the broadcast in larger and larger settings so that it just gets more and more unbearably ridiculous and no one can understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. We should all do that, including Rob.
Hello, people. It wasn't just me then that had a slight echo on the intro as well, Dan. I don't know why it was doing that. Yeah.
I know why. Okay, so that is most likely because I was sharing my screen in the background and I was sharing the audio and looping it back in. I apologize. All right.
Well, hopefully that's fixed.
No, I didn't do anything to fix it.
I have a question for both of you, right? Just before this live stream went live, I had a craving to raid the fridge for just like a snack of some kind. And my go-to is Smarties. You have Smarties in the US, right?
I think they're different.
They're different. We don't have the same.
They're not the same Smarties, I don't think. Like, yours very chalky and tastes like almost nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll put that insult in my back pocket and come back to that later. But M&Ms would be like maybe the equivalent, yeah? So I'm asking you here and everyone in the chat, like, what is your go-to raid the fridge? Like, you don't want like a full chocolate bar or like an apple or whatever, like something, just a tiny thing to keep you going. What would it be?
Why are you keeping M&Ms in the fridge?
First of all, I knew Dan was going to say this. Second of all, Rob, I fully support your mission in keeping chocolate in the fridge or the freezer.
Yeah.
And Dan,
what?
Are you okay? Your chocolate must be very soft.
Yeah, Dan. That's
you just keep it in a pantry or something. Like okay, hold on. I'm gonna make myself louder.
Anymore. It's just hot. Well, it's cold chocolate liquid at that point.
So in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong, you keep your eggs in a pantry, right? Like, they don't need to go in the fridge.
A what? A pantry?
Okay. A room where it's not cold or warm.
The kitchen?
Yeah, you keep them in like a cabinet.
Sure, yes. No, we keep ours in a fridge.
Oh. Where did they... I thought
in Spain, they definitely don't keep them in the fridge.
Yeah. Okay,
Rob, you messing with us?
Yeah, I think he's messing with us.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm also Canadian as well, so maybe that's one of the influences.
No. Well, anyway, I don't remember what you asked. When I go in the fridge, I look for like cheese.
Cheese, that's fair enough. Baby bells, you have baby bells in the US. Yeah, so that might be something you would raid from the fridge. What about you, Jem?
Honestly, I'm probably going for the chocolate as well.
And
cucumbers. I really like cucumbers.
Cucumbers. All right.
I do. I really like cucumbers.
Okay. Well,
there's an ASMR channel in that.
Cucumbers.
Cucumbers from the fridge. What a channel name that is. Come on.
Cucumbers from the fridge. Maybe Dan
Cucumbers
keeps
from
them
the
in his
fridge.
cabinet. We don't know.
All right, first
pantry.
channel.
Or his pantry.
Dan's
I didn't
pantry.
realize I was-
Memes of the week. Let's go.
I didn't realize I was so bougie that he's a pantry. Oh,
Bougie. I love that word. Bougie.
Okay, the first channel we're looking at today is Zach.
Oh, this is what we're doing. Right. Okay. Cool.
Zach Bog. I don't know how to say the channel name. But they want to make entertaining videos that scratch that creative itch and possibly make it their career one day. Their biggest obstacle is finding an audience and their retention rate. And they would like us to focus on thumbnails and ideas, working on a challenge video and cooking challenge right now. So I saw this channel and thought, okay, I kind of see the vision. They're doing some like life updates here and there. Hopefully your surgery went well. And they have, general kind of challenge videos. They're kind of putting themselves out there and doing all kinds of stuff. So first impressions from Jen.
I like this. I like their simpler thumbnails. I think this is really on trend for having a super unpolished screenshot thumbnail. And I see the challenge content. And I think like there's some other things mixed in. And I think as they continue to make content, they'll really find their way as a creator. But I think honestly, I'm really impressed right now.
Rob.
I have almost a completely contrasting opinion here in
Rob
terms
hates
of the
this channel.
thumbnails.
Oh.
Because I feel as if when you have a challenge of some type in the title, it has to be really clearly visually communicated in the thumbnails. So if I take the top right as an example, I tried cooking ratatouille live, but it's just chaos. I can't really distinguish any of those vibes from the thumbnails themselves, the thumbnail itself. And so what might be a more appropriate thumbnail there? Would it be just a mess on the floor or a knife in one of his hands while he's trying to like mix some ingredients in the other? That's where I'm falling over a little bit on the packaging.
I agree with you. I'm going to play the middle a little bit and say I do like the simpler thumbnails in the sense that they feel really authentic. They're not like overproduced.
Yeah, I get that. Yep.
But I felt the same way. And one in particular, like I always like to give an example when I see stuff like this. Like I want to give them some advice. And one of the ones I saw was this one. What is the best hot dog condiments? So this is, I would say, interesting enough. Like you're going to be trying out different hot dog condiments, but the thumbnail isn't doing quite enough. Like it looks like you ate something you don't like. That's fine. But what if you just lined up some condiments? You have ketchup, you have mustard, so you have a couple ones that you would expect, but then you just put something really weird on the table as well. And you could have your face reacting to it or not. You can even try the thumbnail testing to see how that works. But I think the focus should be the condiments and not your reaction. Like we can get that in the video. And the thing that's going to win the click is if you put like grape soda next to ketchup or something. Like, what are you putting grape soda on a hot dog for? You like people need to see, whatever you put should be used in the video, I think, but people need to see your wackiest one or one of your wackiest ones. So they go, oh, I see where this video is going. But right now we're not really, and all the thumbnails kind of have that going on where it's like, it's this close, but the focus of the thumbnail isn't quite, in my opinion, where it needs to be.
I would claim, whether rightly or wrongly, most of these are just a freeze frame. They're one of the automatic YouTube picks. And if by look more than anything else, the thumbnail to the left, Dan, trying TikTok food trends is a horrible idea. I think that is the closest to a decent thumbnail on their channel, and that does seem to have performed relatively well compared to everything else. But yeah, the rest of the thumbnails, I'm just not buying it from a packaging point of view. But I will hold my protest there, and then we can move on to other aspects of the channel.
Do we want to? So on the form, they want us to focus on thumbnails and ideas. So ideas is like a whole other category. I think the thumbnail and the packaging can elevate an idea. Like trying thumbnail condiments and all I can see is ketchup and mustard and mayonnaise. I'm like, you're not really going for it here. So if we watch the video, maybe we see some wackier condiments. But if you're doing challenges, I would challenge you to put on more wacky condiments. But yeah, literally all I can see is ketchup and mustard. So that is my critique of your ideas. If you're indeed just kind of like going over the classics, that feels like a different packaging. It doesn't feel like challenge to me. It just kind of feels like going in and saying, hey, like these are hot. My internet's gone, isn't it? It's just completely gone.
Oh, I thought mine had gone as well because it's both froze for me. Did we all lose internet? Maybe we did.
Because at first I saw Jen freeze, and then you were still moving around, and then you both disappeared for a second. So
panic, absolute panic.
It's good. I was rambling anyway. What I'm trying to say is the ideas are really, really close. The thumbnail execution could be better. What in terms of ideas? What about you two? Like, is there anything jumping out at you?
I think some of these. Oh, go ahead, Jen. Please.
No, go ahead, Rob.
I was going to say some of these ideas sound fun and entertaining. Building a snowman in Texas, that inherently has some. What would be the right phrase for this? Where you're going against what is known conventions that Texas shouldn't have any snow, and yet here we are building a snowman in Texas. I like that. 5-minute crafts that actually hurt. I like that as a concept and an idea. But again, the thumbnail just doesn't really deliver on that. So I think idea-wise, there is some intriguing and fun ones. They are it's still a little bit all over the place, though.
I think they have fun ideas. I think that it seems like there might be an interest in food challenges. Like I would lean into some kind of like series. Like if you're gonna put weird condiments on a hot dog, okay, then maybe you do a burger video, maybe you do a pizza video, maybe you carry those elements over into just another thing, or you're like doing multiple parts, like trying absurd food combinations. Do that video again with different combinations. Like I would have a little bit more repetition, especially when it comes to TikTok trends. Like there's definitely like a lot of these I've seen as trends on TikTok, and it's okay to come to YouTube and say trying TikTok trends because that's where they start. And oftentimes that helps the videos do well. It makes them more familiar. People understand what it is, especially like the mute, deaf, and blind one. Like I saw that one a bunch. That one's hilarious. And it's just more food content. And you could do that with any recipe. Like you don't have to stop doing that just at cookies. Like that's funny.
There's I would say more food. More highly produced thumbnails down here.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Dan. Yeah, look at this one. We tried every international layers. That's one where like the thumbnail is really clear. Maybe the idea wasn't exciting enough, but I think the thumbnail execution there is far superior to what they've done before. And then American tries, Time Hortons. I think they've fallen over a little bit there with the spelling. That's over to the right-hand side. But an American trying Tim Hortons for the first time. That's a decent thumbnail as well. But again, maybe the idea of that point wasn't that exciting. I'm just curious, Dan, are they making shorts? Because I feel as if a lot of these could translate into fun storytelling in shorts, and they rely less on the packaging. So I was wondering if they had any more success there. Yeah, look, they've got a couple there, 17,000 views on one of them. So some breakthroughs, but that looks as if it's about gaming, that one.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of doing some gaming on the side, which is fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with
that. I feel like the big thing is like this creator is uploading 2 videos a month, and that's difficult. That's just hard to grow. Like you just don't have enough
at times,
video. Yeah, you just don't have enough information. Like you're gonna need to go 6 months to see if your thumbnails are like working at that point. Like it's not that much content. I would say like the number one thing is to get more content out.
I'm going to say it looks like their thumbnail testing is actually taking place in the more recent videos, whereby they're doing less with thumbnails because it's just like a strategy. Maybe they're hearing the advice of, people like more authentic looking thumbnails. And they're like, cool, I've been putting a lot of work into thumbnails. I'm going to try for a while without doing that. And I feel like we just need to split the difference a little bit. I really don't think these thumbnails were holding you back. I think going back to ideas, it's just like Rob was saying, maybe these weren't exciting enough, and I think there's things you can do to kind of elevate every video. Like start with the basic idea and then try to elevate it a little bit. Like the hot dog example I was giving earlier, you have your normal condiments. What other silly ones can you put in there? And I don't want you to do anything that's going to hurt yourself. Don't ingest anything you shouldn't ingest. I'm just saying there's things you could put on a hot dog that should not go in a hot dog, like chocolate, and like chocolate right out of your pantry, just purely melted already. And you could just drizzle it on there and put it in the thumbnail.
I love these damn disclaimers.
Go to Costco for 30 days. Every day I brought a new condiment for my hot dog to Costco.
Yes. Yeah. Costco for 30 days is already probably like, I'm going to eat only Costco for 30 days as a video, but like taking another element and also adding it to it. Like I'm going to Costco for 30 days and every day I go, I have to buy a new hot dog condiment, and it's going to be real easy at first. And then by the end of it, you're putting socks on the hot dogs. Like you're just completely out of ideas.
Super Costco-me.
That brought us to the end of this channel.
It did. Yeah, perfect timing. Well done, everybody. Good job.
So that brings us to the first gaming channel we're looking at today.
Hey.
Which is, this one, Crazy Person XYX. They have 58 subscribers, 80 videos, and they say they want to share their gaming experience and explore new games and build connections and form a community. Now, that's a lot of words to say. I want to grow my YouTube channel. You're not. I
like it. It was creative.
Build an audience. Yeah.
Their obstacle right now is staying motivated and trying to get noticed. Fair enough. And they want us to look at their presentation and format. Specifically, I think they want us to look at the videos. But the first thing I'll say, I can't ignore the thumbnails in this one. If we're talking about presentation, I guess thumbnails are part of that. They left the OBS alignment lines in this thumbnail, for example. Yeah. And I just, I like the idea of going back to 2007 to play an old Call of Duty campaign. The presentation of the thumbnail is not up to par, I think. It's too hard to tell what any of this is. It feels like you accidentally put this on the thumbnail.
I think some of these look like just freeze frames from the videos themselves, and then others look like freeze frames with some text just splodged on top.
Yeah.
If I'm being critical, and if that is correct.
But they're not really good freeze frames. That's the thing.
Yeah. So if you look at all of these thumbnails, Dan, if you just scroll down a little bit, so we've got like a wallpaper of thumbnails here. If you look at all of these thumbnails right now, is there anything that catches your attention? And if I was to answer that question, it's the one that maybe catches my attention a little bit is the Dallas Cowboys one. But then the text is hard to read and it doesn't really go any further in intrigue other than just like a close-up of a American football player kissing the ground. And then all of the others, I don't know what my eye should be looking at first to draw in my attention. So I think from a very basic point of view, thumbnail-wise, this creator needs to do some work, experimentation, research.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple things going on here. Again, surface level, I haven't clicked on any of these videos yet, but when it comes to like the Grand Theft Auto videos, for example, it does look like they're working on a full playthrough of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, whether it's done or not. They haven't uploaded in weeks. And this channel is kind of in the same boat as the last one, whereby they're not uploading much, like very often.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to be a gaming channel and you're purely doing like gameplay of a specific game, your upload schedule, I would expect it to be a lot more heavy duty. Like I would expect way more videos in a month, given the way you are playing games. And then we could get into the idea of like, oh, you could take Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and put in a big compilation or whatever. But that's one way you can do it. Beyond that, I want to reiterate some advice. I used to say this all the time. I just kind of stopped, but it doesn't mean I don't believe in it anymore. Maybe this channel would benefit from not playing the game. And what I mean by that is use the game as a tool to tell fun stories. Don't just play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The game is like 100 years old now. Play it in a different way. Play it using no weapons. Like give it some kind of twist where you make your life a little bit more challenging for the benefit of the audience watching the video. And that's, so when I say things like don't just play the game, that's kind of what I'm referring to. You can do challenges. You could literally do role play. You don't even need to play the game at all. There's all kinds of ways you can approach gameplay. And given that you're kind of covering this larger variety of games, it just, we need a little bit more than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Part 14.
Dan, can you just scroll down like slowly? I just want to look at the video lengths of all of these because it looks as if they're all approximately 40 minutes or more. With just one or two, which are like under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so another question might be is how much thought is going into the edits to maybe tell a story? Because an unfortunate truth you have is as a small channel and somebody seeing your thumbnail on the homepage with a couple of hundred views, and then it's a 40-minute video, there's all these connotations of social proof and like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm willing to commit to that given what else is available to me. And so I think maybe experimenting with some shorter form content may be an idea as well. As you say, Dan, like using the game more as a tool to tell a story rather than just playing the games itself might be an idea.
I think that would help with motivation too, because what are you really here doing on the channel? Like if you don't have a purpose on the channel, why should somebody connect with you? And if you're not seeing connection, then what's going to keep you going when the views are not that high yet?
That's a great point.
That could be something that helps this creator push forward, especially if they're struggling with that, which we all do. We all struggle with that, but that could be a real thing to think about.
What does the channel banner say, Dan?
Let's relax and play some games.
Okay, and then what does the more section tell us about the channel?
Videos are mainly geared toward gaming and related content, gameplay challenges, collection, and pickups. Also react to Chiefs games and shorts for fun. Content organized by playlists.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we think about Jen's point, maybe the creator of this point, after making 80 videos, they've been on YouTube for 6 months to a year, however long. This might be the time where they want to sit down and just ask themselves some questions such as, right, I kind of got the idea of how to make the content, or like I love making content. Like I'm ready to make a video tomorrow, but let's think about who I'm specifically making the game for, the video for, and what is my intended kind of response from that viewer? Like, am I wanting to entertain them, make them laugh? Am I wanting to teach them something new in the game? Am I just wanting to almost be like their friend on the couch playing the game with you? I don't think we see that. Not necessarily topic focus, but audience focus right now.
I know the time's ticking on this one. I did want to look at one of their videos because they wanted us to, just for a minute, just to see.
Okay, just a quick hour 14. Let's go.
Yeah, just a last video, right?
2007, guys. Where were you at during that time?
Where was I? 2007.
Wait, that was like really such a great intro. Look at Rob already thinking.
That's a thought-provoking question, that. I think it was teaching English as a second language in college.
So iconic.
Not even started my YouTube channel by then. Yeah, wow.
So what I would have liked to see, because I think that was a cool question, but you're just kind of tucked away in the corner, and it's like you're just kind of starting the game. We see all the normal Activision kind of intro screens. I would have liked to see you on full screen and like prepare that intro a little bit more, right? Like, where were you in 2007? And then you could talk about where you were and stuff. And like today, we're going back in time to play Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and kind of start rolling into your wasn't conceived yet. Start rolling into your intro from there. I don't think we need to see all the startup screens and things like that. Like there was a cutscene that plays, and you were talking about how it's like nostalgic. You could have let that play, but you kind of skip it. So if you don't really care to watch it, then why is it in the video? It's like these little things I would say. And those are just kind of my just very initial thoughts, I guess.
Cool.
Stronger hook. But it was already the thought-provoking question. I think we're in the right
good.
place. Yeah.
Did they ever answer where they were?
I don't know.
They're like, I was right here playing this game.
You got married in 2007.
Oh, many congratulations. Wow.
Oh.
Almost 20 years married. That's impressive work.
We will look at a channel again here in a moment, but Rob wants to talk about video games.
Yeah, so I do realize, Dan, that with this segment that comes up, I did a bit of a dirty on you with the AI video. So I've done a bit more prompting.
Okay.
And, This is what it came up with.
Button mashing hearts collide. In this corner we take the ride. From 8-bit lands to the galaxy far. Rob's gaming corner is the brightest star.
Even better.
I've been prompting Game Boys coming out of Jen's hair all day, and that was the best one that I got.
Can I have a copy of that? I need to update like my LinkedIn and everything.
And me looking miserable as Link in Zelda, like that was the best I could manage. But at
What
least
about
look
me?
as ridiculous as you was. Yours was just
Dan's
perfect this
tiny
time.
head lives on.
Yeah.
You said you did me dirty and you wanted to fix it,
but
and you didn't even try.
No, I said I was doing dirty to Jen and myself to make us look as ridiculous.
Why did you single me out?
I
then?
think I look better.
Well, should we watch again?
No, we have
Alright.
work to do. What game are you playing?
Right, Dan, Mario Odyssey. Oh my goodness! I'm playing it again. It may be one of the best games I've ever played. And here's what it's done: it's Nintendo-ified me. And what I mean by that is, for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been nickeling and diming my gaming journey. In that, I'll trade in a game and I'll get another one. It'll cost me like £5, next to nothing. I went out this weekend and got Donkey Kong Bonanza plus an SD Express card for £105, which is that's about $140.
Yeah,
that is ridiculous money to spend on a game. But yeah, I've got to admit, Nintendo games, when they get it right, it's just you can't get it anywhere else. Amazing.
Jen, have you been playing anything?
I have. I'm with my sister now, and we almost finished Mario 3D World for the second time this week.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
It was really funny though. We played it when it came out together, and we still remembered just about where every single star is.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I have not played Donkey Kong yet. It's on my list. I like to finish whatever I was doing before jumping into another game. So I'm still playing through Pokemon for a second time, trying to catch them all. So that's what I'm doing. It's boring. But there was a big presentation yesterday, and they're doing some cool stuff with the game. So at least there's that.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Button mashing hearts collide.
Yeah.
Like my hands just like coming almost out of my head. It's wonderful.
It's brilliant.
Button mashing hearts collide.
All right.
It's the worst it'll ever be. All right, next channel.
Very good then.
Rob, you set aside Jeep Psychology. You're taking them to the principal's office. We see them here a lot. And you're upset with them, I hear.
I am not upset in any way, shape, or form. It's just I typed in a random number when I was looking at the form, and this channel cropped up. And Jeep Psychology 101 sends us all sorts of super chats. I think they recently got monetized from what I can remember. And I just thought, hey, let's take a look at this channel and how can we help them with what's going on. So they want to turn it into a thriving, profitable small business. Cool. That's awesome to know about you and your aspirations for the channel. Burnout, time management, life interference, and also the Jeep breaking down. I would have thought that would be like
content,
hardcore material for the channel. Like, I wanted to break down more, if I'm honest. What do they want us to focus on? Still having trouble with the hook, losing too many people in the first 30 seconds. So why don't we start right there?
Sure.
Why don't we pick one of these videos and watch one? Which one jumps out to you that we want to watch if it caught our interest?
Maybe this one?
So what's this? The Jeep Wrangler TJ, the steering linkage weakness exposed. All right, then. Let's give it a whirl, shall we?
A few weeks ago, we did a video on the 5 things that I rated as the top weaknesses on the TJ. And, I should never open my mouth because one by one, they've been coming true. First on my list was the gas tank. Well, we punched a hole in the gas tank. And then somewhere on my list was something about the wimpy steering. Well, lo and behold. Any of you that know anything about a TJ knows that this is supposed to be straight. And that got into this. Yeah, we tore open the steering stabilizer, but I had spare parts. So I threw them on and we went out the next day, but nothing could prepare us for this.
I have some feedback.
Let's hear it, Dan.
So a couple things. I don't think you need to do the fade to black over and over again. It feels like another scene is supposed to start, but it's just kind of like, I think you just jump cut it. You know, I think maybe that's a little over editing there. And then this is my opinion. And then the other thing I would say is you are talking about a lot of adventures you're going on, but I'm not seeing any B-roll from these adventures. When you bent your steering, maybe you didn't catch it on camera, but you got to have footage of you like going off-roading or something to kind of like splice in here a little bit. And I'm not trying to Mr. Beastify your video or anything. It's more of just like more things when you talk about puncturing a hole in the gas tank. Like, do you have your Jeep even just some video of it going over some big rocks or something? Like there's so many little opportunities here for B-roll. And I guess as a if you are more about the technical parts of a Jeep, maybe these things you're holding up are interesting. As more of a layman, I'm just kind of like, I want to see like the action, you know. A metal rod that should be straight is bent. I guess that sounds bad, but what if I'm just watching this casually because I'm a target audience. What if I'm watching this casually though because like you are catering to people like me who just want to see, oh, this is an off-roading channel, that's kind of cool. I don't know. Those were some of the things that I thought could have maybe been not changed, but just additions to the video. Hold up the metal rod and then show me maybe the thing happening, or just off-roading or something else. Just you talk about losing people in the first 30 seconds, and that's kind of where I'm coming from right now. Oh, okay. Now we get the timer. Rob's like, oh,
I just keep forgetting to bring it up. So yeah, I'll just bring it up halfway through. Yeah, I felt this is an intro that's still continuing. I wouldn't call it a hook. I call it an intro. And we are here to critique the first 30 seconds as the creator has asked us to do. And this makes me feel as if there's maybe potentially a bit too much over explaining of everything in the videos. So as an experimentation, because I don't know, it could be that once people get through the hook, then they stay to the end of the video. But I don't know. We don't have a data. But I'm thinking as a test, maybe it's worth having a ruthless edit whereby you cut this. For example, a video like this, cut it down to 8 minutes. See if you can trim 50% of the content out. And yeah, thinking about, Dan, specifically the bent linkage or steering, that felt like it was the hook. And you could almost start this video by holding up that and said, this used to be part of my car. And then it just spontaneously bent itself or whatever, like something really quick and snappy to get into the stories that they want to tell us. Purely critique.
I completely agree. I think going into what Dan is saying, where it's like, okay, have some B-roll, show some footage if you want to explain it, get rid of those transitions, and like do a thing about it. Otherwise, this entire intro could have been like one sentence to me. Like, everything's breaking on my Jeep this week. This was supposed to be straight. It's not. This is supposed to be like this. It's not. And now this is the issue that I have. And that's like all we need to be caught up. What my main thing here is, I think potentially another reason people are abandoning the content is because there's a lack of connection with the feeling of it being over scripted and the lack of eye contact. That was my takeaway, where I feel like I'm watching somebody recording a YouTube video. I'm not watching a YouTube video.
Yeah, your eyes are looking at what we assume is like the viewfinder of your camera.
Yeah.
Maybe you're looking at yourself rather than the lens, which it takes practice.
It does. I would say this is the number one skill I would practice, is just being on camera and working your personality up to show, because I think it is like there. It is like so there. It's such a cool vibe to the channel. And I think with those skills, even with the non-technical intro, people will just feel more connected. Like slow content, there's nothing wrong with slow content. But if it's slow content that I also don't feel able to connect with, that's when those, I feel like, just really make somebody click off.
Yeah. There's a thing a lot of gaming channels go through, and I'll speak from personal experience here. And I feel like maybe Jeep Psychology does this and we're just looking at the wrong video, but I'm getting a sense that maybe they don't. When I play a game for myself that I also happen to want to record for an audience, I struggle to not at least point a camera at the game if I'm playing it for myself. Because if anything happens, let's say I'm building a Minecraft world, for example, if anything goes wrong and I'm just playing on camera to gather up some supplies or something, I want to be able to show in my next video, hey, remember this thing we built last week? It got blown up. And fortunately, I was recording, so I could show you exactly what happened. There's a lot of times where you just play the game for yourself, whether it's to prepare for the next video or not, and you're so glad that you have footage of the thing that happened, right? And it makes gaming in general kind of suck, because now you're always questioning, like, should this be a YouTube video? But anyway, for Jeep Psychology, it seems like you go off-roading for fun. Like, it's something you do on your off time. And then potentially you get into situations like this where a whole bunch of stuff has gone wrong. And as far as I'm aware, you don't have footage of it. And it feels like this video would be so well-rounded, is if every time you go off-roading, you set up multiple cameras and you make sure as much as possible to get something, even just a dash cam of the car doing its normal thing and then suddenly going ka-clunk. Like, that alone starts to add to the story. And I wouldn't take this thing anywhere without some kind of camera running, whether it's on your face or something. Be safe, like running cameras while you're driving, like, don't, yeah, I know.
I love Dan's disclaimers all the time.
I do not want on my tombstone to be like, he killed a lot of people with really bad advice. So I'm trying to just, get ahead of that. But that's my point. I think follow the gaming channel method of, like, always point a camera at it, even if you're not going to use it, just in case your steering wheel breaks.
Can we see another video real quick to see if this is just like an off video or if this is like the camera presence is something?
Yeah, which one?
Oh, anyone. It doesn't matter. Also, while we're on this page, really quick, I look at this right now and I don't see a single Jeep.
We have this one, but it doesn't look like a Jeep. You have to really look at it.
That's just throw that in the back of somebody's mind, but
this is
there you go. Jeep Wrangler is built for this. That's where you got the iconic image.
And an outlier.
Yeah.
Same with the other one. You see the Jeep, you got an outlier.
Yep.
So I want to look at maybe this one, because this is another example of, like, tow vehicle got hit, Ram 1500 mirror replaced. So it looks like something happened, and I'm wondering if we got it on camera.
Just why do engineers get paid so much? I'm about to make a stupid, pointless video. You will be witness. To perform this mundane task, you're going to need a T15 Torx, a 10 millimeter socket, a ratchet, and a Phillips head screwdriver.
Okay,
where's this story about the tow vehicle getting hit?
Right. So Ram 1500 mirror replacement is what I think we're getting right now. I don't know what this means. Like, this no longer matches my expectation, like, in the first 30 seconds. I don't think it answered Jen's question. You were wondering about.
I was wondering their camera presence, and I think it is something that they could definitely shift some attention to and do some exercises and just feel more comfortable if they do have a viewfinder. It doesn't look like they're filming on their iPhone. Otherwise, I would see, like, their eyes, like, way to the side. Put the viewfinder in. That might be an iPhone.
It's a little hard to tell. This video as a tutorial is probably great, though. Like, if you have the specific car and you want to know how to replace a mirror, this could get search over time, but I would completely change the title to help with that. I don't really, this part here is confusing. Tow vehicle got hit. So, that's a bit of a deep dive, going over time on this one. Feeling good?
I think they have enough, certainly from their question in the form, to work on.
All right.
I mean, so, the easiest lowest hanging fruit is turning off for, like, the third transitions. Yeah, that is very, dare I say it, 2007. If anybody can remember back then.
Wow, where were you in 2007?
Yeah, doing long transitions.
And with a fisheye on, too. Don't forget about the fisheye.
Yeah. Where was I in 2007? I was trapped in a crossfade.
Oh, come on. Come on, chat. Help us out there with some more editing jokes from 2007.
All right. So next,
That was replacing the tape.
next on the list. Sorry, my cat's distracting me. Next on the list is we need to promo the Discord. Yay, Discord. Here it is.
Whoop, whoop.
Anyway, next. No,
Woo.
we have a Discord section just for you. So if you are in Boost, specifically if you have vidIQ Boost, you can put your channel in here and we will pick it at random in a bit. So you can use the form you normally use, but if you have vidIQ Boost and you're in our Discord, you can go to Channels for Dan and submit a link to your channel right here. And in a little while, we're going to come back and pick one of your channels from this list. So thank you to those of you who've already submitted. Oh, we're gone. There we go.
There we go.
And yeah, we'll come back to that in just a moment. Then we'll go to the next channel. So I picked this channel that I'll bring up right now.
Nice pick, Dan.
Yeah, thank you. It's Nick and Book. They want to create a devoted community of people who are ready to join them on their reader and writer's journey. And this confused me. What do you think is your biggest obstacle right now? 3 other monetized channels. Now, I looked, and they are not linked on this person's page, so I have no idea where these channels are. And it made me wonder if this is a goal, like they want up to 3 monetized channels, or if they are trying to juggle 3 other monetized channels. I would say the advice is kind of different depending on where they're at. But I guess on this channel specifically, they want to put up more content, and then you figure out how to do that. And then their biggest concern, they feel like, is their accent. Is my English good enough to develop the BookTube channel? So this is the channel.
All right.
Not a ton of content. And specifically when they said accent, I'm like, well, let me watch one of these. And the thing that jumped out at me was, first of all, their titles are pretty interesting. The most ridiculous book cover scam ever. It's kind of intriguing. You know, if you're a writer, this is probably a concern. Are long book series really worth it? I think that's a good question. Vikings versus AI is a good sci-fi book. So more of a review, and then books for life or welcome major. So this feels like a channel trailer to me. But anyway, I watched this video looking for the accent and just kind of looking at the editing and stuff. And this one was really interesting to me.
I have a very simple question for you. Have you ever been scammed on the net? Chances are that if you've been around the Matrix long enough, you probably have been scammed at some point. As for me, boy, I've been around this weird cyberspace for almost 3 decades or so.
Wow.
So of course, I was scammed.
Now, this is where it gets interesting.
Okay, guys, it's done. I just got confirmation of my crypto transfer. So, the only thing I need to do now is to pick up my drop. The guy on the darknet was absolutely certain it should be somewhere here. Now, I'm going to check it. Let's go.
Okay, how long do you think it takes to check this?
Is it going to be like 2 minutes or something?
It's
Don't say 2 minutes. No.
It's so long. It
Right,
goes and goes, and it's about.
Wait, this is so fun though.
I know. So about 3 minutes in, we get back to the actual video.
Yeah.
And I mean, Jen, I knew you would find this good. Just the fact they went out of their house and they're doing a whole bit.
I love this. The guy on the
is
dark
effort
web.
right
I
there.
love this.
I love the effort. It goes on entirely too long.
This is the content we need. We need people creative and having fun in videos. This is so fun.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm with you guys. There's still a storytelling structure to be held in place.
I watched all of this, and he's not talking about. He doesn't continue the narrative of the video or anything. When the bit goes on this long, I feel like you should break character and talk about okay, so and just keep walking to the destination. Stay in the park, but kind of, break the fourth wall once in a while. Keep me engaged, because the whole time I'm really interested in this. What is the book cover scam? you're about to tell me about something that is, if I'm in on Book Talk, I'm probably pretty like urgently trying to figure out like, hey, I am actually talking to someone who does cover art, so I'd be kind of interested to know. And it takes 3 minutes into the video to actually get back to what I assume is like the meat and potatoes. It's so long. I love the creativity though.
This is one of those kill your darlings moments where like you've had this cool idea, but it's completely consumed like the focus of a video, and perhaps it needs to be 20 or 30 seconds long for it to be used as part of the content. I want to go to the question as well in terms of, is their accent fine? I think their accent is fantastic, and they should lean into it as part of their personality. Like, you are fluent in English, perfect. The accent just adds that personality to it. So well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well done for learning English. Is that what I'm saying?
Well done for speaking. Good job.
They did say they did it just for them, just for fun. I think that's great. We're just coming from that aspect of like title and delivery. You know, like people are clicking on this because of a book cover scam, and they're being taken for a journey, which I think is fun. But there's ways you could do this to make sure you don't lose them in here. You know, they kind of wonder if they clicked on the wrong video, and then it does come back. And I assume you do talk about the specific scam that you're going to be talking about. But that was just something I noticed. Overall, I think, should we talk a little bit about having 3 monetized channels?
Should we talk about BookTube? Is that what I heard you say, Dan?
No, I said 3 monetized channels, but if you want to talk about BookTube, go ahead.
No, talk about the monetized channel. I just love BookTube.
Well, no, we could stay. I mean, this is the channel they want us to look at. Is there other stuff on here that you think they should be looking at?
I think they should lean into doing the research for highly discoverable books on YouTube. Obviously, they're a sci-fi reader, and there's videos that just kind of, you know, go out. Are you going to be doing single books? Are you going to be going over your TBR? Are you going to be talking about your top favorite books of all time? Are you going to be like doing reading vlogs of new releases? If you liked X, here's 5 books you should read. Are you going to be dissecting like deep dives into worlds and like the lore behind it? There's so many opportunities, and these go really across like all of BookTube. So I think they could have a very easy time having some videos get a decent amount of views if they pick a couple that would be interesting to them.
I like that. There's a long, like, there's only 4 videos here, so there's like a lot of opportunity to test all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's very early on in their YouTube journey, and I think I would always say at this point, like, just enjoy making content, fall in love with the process. Over the next 6 months, commit to what looks to be a cadence of 1-2 videos a month. That looks to be like a doable cadence, which would get you 12 videos by the end of the year. And then you got more experience and a little bit more to learn from your audience as a feedback.
My idea is about old and maybe obscure, but good sci-fi books with some extra fun.
Oh, this is Nick Kine. This is, you know who this is, Dan,
Oh!
right?
Okay. That makes more sense.
Now it makes sense.
Okay. You've always said you're worried about your accent. Why?
Well,
why
I think this is the coolest accent and the coolest vibe for a sci-fi channel. Like, I'm going to take any book advice from you on sci-fi.
Nick has been doing live streams been on these live streams for years at this point. Like, he was one of the streaks on Super Chats, like just sending us a question every single week. And he runs channels where he writes short stories, but obviously animated in an AI voice and using, I think, AI images to go along with that. And so to see him in person is like, hey, cool.
And if you want to bring attention to old books, I think a good way to do that would be through readers that are picking up new books. So like really popular books. And it's like, oh, if you like this, here's some classics that you should give a shot. Because, yeah, I don't know. I have too much to say.
Well, I really, I don't want to leave just yet. I really want to talk about 3 monetized channels. First of all, congrats. I'm assuming this is not one of them yet. Why?
Why?
That's my question. Like, if I've tried running multiple channels at the same time and tried to give it my all on all of them, and usually I just burn out really, really, really fast. It's fun to have like a lot of hobbies and ideas, and it's tempting to start new channels for all of those things, but they can never be like as good as the channel that you're putting all of your energy into. And I do think that, and I don't know anything about you, maybe you've plenty of time for this and this is actually like perfect for you and your personality, and that's great. But like this would bring you to 4 monetized channels if this one becomes that successful. And I'm just kind of like baffled by that. I wonder what one channel of Nick Hines, if you'd put all of it into one channel, all of that energy, and you told yourself no to some of the other ideas that you have, where would that channel be right now? And we'll never know that. It's just that's the question I ask anybody who's like, I want to start multiple channels. It's like, okay, coming from experience, keep in mind, like, that's going to take extra time, and then you're losing that part where what does a channel look like if you told yourself no and you just put it all in on one?
It's a fair comment.
I don't.
It is fair.
Just to clarify, I don't mean doing 7 different types of content on one channel. I mean, you focus on like the niche, you know. So it's that one channel that everyone keeps coming back to for that same kind of content.
It's similar to diluting your presence over multiple platforms. Like I want to be, I'm a YouTuber, but I want to be on TikTok as well, and Twitter and Instagram, because I've been told that that's the right thing to do to make sure I have more discovery. And sometimes when you're trying to focus on multiple platforms, you lose the passion and the focus for the reason you started in the first place.
Yeah,
but only Nick can answer that.
Yeah,
as to whether he has the time to do it.
Ages ago, I talked to a creator called Josh Strife Hayes, and he has multiple channels and stuff, but his thing is like they're all kind of connected. They all kind of feed each other content, because he'll live stream and he'll post the whole stream on one channel, and he'll post clips of the stream on another channel. And meanwhile, he makes really big long form videos, but not all the time, like once in a while. And there's a whole channel for that. Like, so it all kind of works together with his interests. And Nick is a book person, so we already know Nick's other channel, which is also a book channel. So maybe it's working like that. Maybe they are feeding into each other, and that's great. But if they're wildly different and you're finding yourself struggling to grow any of them, that's like the hard kind of like decision. But all right, we need to do our next segment, memes of the week.
Yay! Are we all ready, folks?
So this was last week's spread.
This was last week's memes.
I can't even believe this was last week already.
I think this was Jen.
I'm mad. Clearly. Do you have a goldfish?
No, I don't think,
okay.
I don't think that
I was just wondering.
I don't think anyone could give
This felt like the beginning of a therapy session. Like Jen's just leathered into some childhood trauma that Dan's going through.
I'm not allowed to have a goldfish. But in any case,
is that still true, Dan? No goldfish for you?
Yeah, that's a lifetime ban.
Yeah,
the pet store.
Well, should we get on with this week's meme of the week?
Yes. What did you have in mind?
I offer myself as tribute today, I think. So if you want to put me on full screen, and yeah, maybe I should put on my my appropriate glasses for this, and we'll just try this, shall we?
Screenshots ready.
Screenshots. Get on Discord. Send in your memes, and we'll pick a winner later on. Make sure to include your channel name. And yeah, we'll audit the channel at some point in the next, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
My
why not?
takeaway is that I don't have a vidIQ sticker. That's my takeaway right now.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't think any of us do.
That is so cute.
Memes of the
Thanks.
week is open to everybody. You don't need a boost account for that, and that's this
Yeah.
channel here. So in our Discord, which is linked down below, you can post your meme in here. Again, be sure to link your channel if you want us to. If you make us laugh enough, we will pick your channel. And if you want us to do that, you need to link your channel.
And if you don't want to meme me, you can do any sort of YouTube meme. For example, the CEO Gate was a very popular meme over the last week. If you want to delve into that, be our guest. Be our guest.
There you go. All right. So while we wait for that, we will check our super chats to see if there's any questions or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
We have Tingles AI ASMR. AI ASMR. Jeez. We live at IQ. Thanks for that great tool. Thank you. Appreciate you. Jeep Psychology. Thank you for the channel review, but I must say,
No.
uh-oh.
Can you imagine? Oh.
You took the worst video with mirror replacement. Yeah, but
that's a meme in itself. When they finally audit my channel and pick the worst video.
Yeah. I will say I agree with my critique of that, though. Even though I picked a video you didn't want us to pick, the title, I think you could fix the title and it could get a lot of search juice. I think you say who's the mirror, what kind of car is it? Like, I think you could get some search juice.
I'm still gonna say have a Jeep in every single thumbnail, even if you feel like you're on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I concur.
And then Jeep Psychology said another super chat. Is there a way to edit in B-roll footage in YouTube editing, or do I need to download and re-edit the video in DaVinci? You would need to use something like DaVinci for sure.
Yeah.
YouTube. I wish the YouTube editor was that cool. I would just do this for future videos. I wouldn't go back and take videos down and re-upload them or anything.
Yeah.
Just think about this for future videos. Your videos are good. Like they're not, I would not take them down or anything. This is the advice we're giving is for like the next videos. But thank you for submitting. Thank you for the super chats. Stuff by Neil Smith. I'm currently injured and I can't get into the workshop to make anything. I'm sorry to hear that. Should I re-edit a video series that I did last year into one video? I think it was over 4 to 5 videos originally.
Yeah, this is repurposing to the max, right? We always encourage people to, instead of putting videos in a playlist that's a series, take those collection of videos, stack them all into one. Maybe you have like a kind of an intro and outro or something connecting them in the video itself. But that is something that's always done by gaming channels. And we've done it in the past when we put like a series of how to get more subscriber videos together. Definitely. Do you think this is worth like a YouTube update, a bit of a life update from them as well, just to keep people in the loop as to what's going on? Like, hey, I've had this injury. I can't go into the shop. Like, I love talking to you guys.
What about a community live stream?
Yeah, community live stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these are all valid ideas. And I don't think you go wrong doing any of those things, honestly.
Challenge of making something without using a workshop. If you're still physically capable of doing something, just not in a workshop, that might be an idea.
Nick Hine came in with another super, giving us some context.
Hey.
That's because it's in 2 languages. My story's in Russian and English, and the same for BookTube. Everything more or less in the same area. So, okay, the content is kind of feeding into itself, which is good. That is good to see. Thank you for the super chat.
Just,
and then we got to remember,
casually drops that he speaks another language as well.
Yeah, it's showing
cool.
Off. DJ Cosmic Guardian is a new member.
Emotional damage.
That's all you're going to get from becoming a member. Sorry.
It's a really good membership program, everybody. You should really consider it. All right. Thank you for the supers. Thanks for the memberships. And they just gifted 5.
Oh my gosh. Who's gonna get them?
Enjoy your emotes. And even better, when you get a gifted membership, you don't even get a little sound effect all to yourself. So yeah, it's great.
Whoop, whoop.
Really good membership program. Really, really good.
The best on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Asterix, not.
We will start picking some channels at random now, and I'm going to do this a bit differently.
You mean?
No. There is a new feature on YouTube that I enjoy very much called the Top Fans feature. So we are going to find our toppest fan, which is, if YouTube would load, it won't. Okay, hold on. Stand by. We'll figure this out. I will find you. Pop out the chat.
All right, in the meantime.
Button mashing hearts collide. In this corner we take the ride. From 8-bit lands to the galaxy far up.
I gave you 20 seconds there, Dan. Are we good?
Oh,
Yes,
Dan, you
we're
weren't
good.
singing?
No,
That's
no one
weird.
was
I haven't
singing.
learned the lines yet. Come on.
Okay, so I need Stuff by Neil Smith to pick a number between. Hang on,
Cool.
Neil. Pick a number between 1 and 319,
Ooh.
and don't pick like
One.
Don't pick
one
one
ones
or
you got
two
already.
because those were lies last time.
yeah. Please pick a number. Someone watch out for Stuff by Neil Smith's comment between 320. It's up to 320 now. No, only Neil can pick it. You have to earn this title, okay? This is not an open call for everyone to just pick a number. It only is Stuff by Neil Smith right now. Just saying
Thanks,
thank you,
Neil.
Stuff by Neil Smith. All right. Everyone trying to get in there. Maybe if you chatted more, you would be more like Stuff by Neil Smith. Okay, what was the number? 207?
Yes.
Okay. My keyboard's off. I cat proofed it. Okay. It is Mustang Boss. It's something like that.
Bostits.
They
I
are
see boss edits
Boss. Oh, an edits panel. Oh,
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
with a Z and an S, like extra cool.
So they make cool edits. They feel like Iron Man's really popular, and also car edits. They want to get better at edits. They just love editing. Okay, and they want to make better edits. That's their obstacle right now.
Okay.
All
so
right.
before we open this channel, right, there's one
Yeah.
thought that comes into my head, and that is transformation. Assuming you are editing content that is not yours. That's my assumption. Will I be proved right or wrong?
Yes.
Let's build the tension.
So I think they're editing content that is not theirs. They mentioned Iron Man, things like that. I'm gonna try to be open-minded about this, because when it comes to edits and content like that, I'm pretty hardcore when I say oh, you know what? How are you supposed to make content when you're relying on other people's content? But they just have a passion for editing. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what kind of views they're getting. So they've only posted a number of shorts. I do feel like shorts is where to focus. They only have a few videos. And
Getting a strong gaming
yeah.
influence here, Dan. Did they fill out the wrong form?
Oh.
Just asking a question.
On shorts, it's less gaming. Let's focus on
Yeah.
shorts. Let's focus on shorts. I think the goal is the same though. They're taking stuff. I use content from others, right? So they're taking stuff, they're editing it up. Should we watch one?
Yeah, let's see if we can judge whether or not it's transformational content. We might have to mute the music as well, potentially.
Oh, okay. Let's take a note that the vidIQ short scorecard covers square.
Yeah,
shorts.
I'm going to take a screenshot of that and send it to our boys and girls in the dev team.
That happened to me 2 days ago too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. This is a new tool from us. It should be on the side, but because it's a square short, which is nothing wrong with a square short. It's just something for us to kind of note. All right. So yeah, there is some music. I don't know where it came from, so I am going to mute it. But let's assume that the editing matches the music, and they did an awesome job with their sound design. Rob didn't get to see it though.
Sorry, I was typing in the
I
background.
just realized that I probably shouldn't have played it yet.
I was on customer support.
So this is kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah. Are these AI generated, or have they just added some sort of strange filter to them?
It could be both. It could be added frames. Premiere lets you add frames with AI. That's my guess, but yeah, it's hard to tell. So I would say that if your goal is to show off your editing skill set, I think this is doing that job. It's always difficult to advise channels like this. I personally don't watch channels like this. What do we think?
I think there are two challenges this creator has. The first one being that the edits aren't necessarily that transformational in the sense that they're adding some music and then they're using intellectual property, right, to create something that looks a little different, but it doesn't add anything new to the content in terms of telling a story or like a critique or commentary. And also, there are a lot of creators who do these edits on content without that much transformation. So they're going to come up against a lot of competition. Having said that, right now, they're having some healthy numbers on their shorts. And they've only just started making shorts. It's only about 10 out. So I think at the moment, you kind of have my permission as a fellow creator to experiment and get into the YouTube vibe. But I think down the line, maybe 3 to 6 months, there's going to need to be quite a significant evolution or revolution of your content that makes it just so unique that it can't be seen anywhere else by any other creator. But I don't want to, at this point, dampen their passion for what they're doing.
The thing that stood out to me was I've seen this in the comments too. People are saying the transitions are kind of repetitive, stuff like that. Rob, you mentioned storytelling, and I think that's what would kind of maybe set this apart a little bit. There's a lot of content in the MCU, for example, and they even have a series on Disney Plus called What If, where they, the characters are in different scenarios. What if this happened? And they show what happened to the world if this fictional scenario happened. What if you did stuff like that, where it's like, what if Tony Stark failed? And you're using other people's content, but you're telling a story, right? You are clipping these different pieces of MCU content together to create a narrative. People like stories. And this didn't really tell a story. It was just kind of like, look at these cool effects that I learned how to do. And that has value, I think, more so to you as a person, because you're going to get better at editing through having a platform to kind of share this stuff with. But if you're talking about gaining an audience, I think storytelling is going to be the biggest key here. It's kind of like you're taking really popular stories and you're stripping out the story and focusing on the effects. And I feel like if it was the opposite, you'd have more views.
Agreed. Editing's more about more than effects. Editing is really telling the story. Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen that TikTok where somebody edited together like a word from all different movies to rap to Eminem's song?
Let's pause the live stream and find it.
That's great.
It's literally so funny, but that's kind of what it made me think of when we're talking about like editing things together. Like that's using other content. Like they didn't make all those movies, obviously, but they're using sources to do something different.
That's that's a great example. Just it suddenly someone with like this editing skill set, like they're using it for like a stronger purpose, So best of luck. I do normally when I see channels that kind of just repurpose and edit, I'm like, ooh, and I get worried about copyright and I get fixated on that. And I'm really trying not to do that. Like there is value, I think, in learning how to do that stuff.
I am told from the dev team that this bug has already been fixed. So by the time anybody uses it on their computer, we should be good.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So we are going to go back to Discord. Earlier we said, hey, if you're in Boost, you can submit a channel. Hey. And so now we are going to pick a channel. So we have 24 channels to pick from.
Pick a channel from the pantry.
Yes. So do one of you want to pick, or do we ask a chat champion to pick?
Rob, let's play rock, paper, scissors to see who picks.
Right, okay.
Wait,
so we do it on 3.
Wait. Okay, so we're going to do rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Rock.
Rochambeau.
Oh, okay. We did the same thing.
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Well, that was cheating.
He still lost, too.
Are you having fun, everybody?
Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
This doesn't really work on live streams because we've both got a slight delay. But anyway,
one more time. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That can't be real.
This is crazy. I swear Jenny's not just over there. Like we are thousands of miles apart.
Dan, can we get a celeb round?
We have perfect rock, paper, scissors harmony right here.
Oh my god!
What do you want me to do?
Can you get a select? Can you substitute for me and play against Rob? Can you win?
Can I win? Probably not, but all right. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Goodbye. I have to. This is it.
Okay.
I pick number 20.
Okay. Perfect.
I win.
Scissors.
Okay. Let me find number 20.
20.
All right. We have it here. Real quick, Jen.
I wonder
by the way,
how long that would have gone on for.
Yeah. I know you said you had limited amount of time today, Jen, so I don't want you to feel like you're trapped here if you're looking for an out and you can't find one.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I will let you know.
Okay, cool.
But thank you.
So we have our channel, which is, there's so many buttons. This one, Leo Bernard.
Oh, wow. Long time live streaming community member.
I think that's the oops. Why did you submit if you didn't want? Okay. No, thank you for submitting. Almost 6,000, well, 5.5K subscribers. You'll get to 6,000 soon. 56 videos.
Rob. I want to give this creator an award for the best thumbnails I'm likely to see this year.
Mm-hmm.
These are fantastic.
I'm such a fan of the fact that it's not a white background. Like my eyes are so happy right now looking at that.
Yeah. Well, why are they so good? Like, we've got to try and figure out why these thumbnails are so good. Like, there's negative space, so like
there's such a nice little drop shadow. Like
there's subtleties there. Yeah.
It's like the perfect use of color that's tying into the image and the text itself.
Here's the thing: the images are quite small, so they're quite hard to actually pick out. But does that really matter? I'm not sure if it does, because the text is what your eye's looking at first.
Like, how do you show reverb in an image? You know what I mean? Like, so it almost doesn't matter. I think the text is way more important than the image. The image should be audio related. But yeah, I think this is like a good call.
And the consistency in the branding is amazing. This is one of those channels where almost like you don't want to do A/B testing because these are so good, unless you like comparing different similar designs here.
Yeah, like the two little images or something.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff.
Do we feel like these videos are more or less like catered to search, perhaps? Some of them not. Like my favorite guitar sound.
What I noticed is it's all very creator opinion based.
Yeah.
I didn't expect. I ignored. Was that the only two, or was there more?
This reverb shouldn't
I thought there was 3.
Like an opinion.
It was geared more towards this person's opinion. If you don't know the person, you might not be as interested in their opinion versus framing it for the audience instead.
Well, that's where they could actually use. I was going to say title testing, but this channel probably doesn't have it yet.
That was so mean.
But yeah, title testing is coming, where you could have those different framing opportunities for the audience. Yeah, we've got it now. I've made a video that's coming out tomorrow just to give you like a first impressions on the tool.
How I built this guitar span.
They've
Sorry, I just had a stroke trying to read that one.
They've pivoted a bit. I feel like I remember these. Some of these, like okay. So they've always been
very
audio
YouTube
related.
looking.
Yeah, but they're more of software now than hardware, I guess, is like the pivot.
Yeah,
and the views are consistent. I think this is pretty good. You know what this reminds me of a little bit is watching like Harris Heller talk about different products for streaming, and I don't know what strategies you could pull from that, like, but I'm not.
You know what I think could be interesting for that creator too is to potentially flip the text on the thumbnail and the title and see if that does anything. If they're bored, if they want to test.
That's a good idea.
Because their titles almost sound like the text you would put on the thumbnail. And then the title sounds like a very search-based, like new free pluck guitar.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you're
know.
literally saying, Jen, for example, I ignored this reverb for years until now. You just transplant that onto the thumbnail, and then Valhalla versus Fab Filter is your actual title. Yeah.
There's I agree with that advice. I just didn't want to also lose my.
Sorry, Dan. My brain was
okay.
like, "Whoa, hold on."
No, I do that all the time. Where'd it go? Okay, so what Harris Heller is doing that I know is gaming kind of related and stuff, but there's like a lot of equipment. The thing about these videos is he's always reviewing, I would say, really like popular devices, and I don't see why you couldn't talk about the Rodecaster Pro 2 in the context of instruments and things like that. Maybe it's really not good for those types of things. Like, so that's one option. It's just that the reason I brought this up specifically is because I want to just make sure that if you're like talking about two different softwares, they are softwares that people in general are like thinking about, talking about in the space in your niche. I don't know your niche, so I wouldn't know. But for me, these videos relate to me because I see this equipment all the time, and I want to find people testing it in different scenarios, and that's what this channel does. So your channel is like that, but for, I think, guitar players. And I guess there could be some overlap. You could try to do some popular hardware and devices too. But yeah, I would make sure that, I guess this isn't like niche software, because you're kind of then beholden to the marketing budget of the people who made the software. Like, how popular is that software? Therefore, how popular could your video be?
What is the most popular? Hey, John.
Oh, hi, John.
You want to check out the channel banner there? You kind of fading out of existence. If you sort by most popular, Dan, what have we got here?
John confirming, though, that these are like popular tools, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
This listicles look really good.
Have they done a complete beginner's guide to their topic? I know it sounds like it's like such an easy video to make, but
everything I use to make a song, perhaps.
Yeah,
something like that.
Ooh, free versus free. That's a good one.
Yeah. I think to bring in more viewers, just a new audience, to raise that base level of views you're getting on your regular videos, more stuff like this is going to be essential. Just every so often drop a video like this that's a more overarching guide for people who are new to the hobby or, what have you.
Wait, free is in so much of their top content. How much free stuff have they been doing recently?
Oh.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4.
People like free stuff.
I like this as a concept.
So it's certainly a content bucket, isn't it? One to fall back on every 4 or 5 videos.
Yeah. So I feel like we talked about a lot of different aspects of the channel. Should we move on?
Yeah, fantastic channel. The quality. I mean, I've just seen some of the thumbnails, and like when you were mousing over down some of like the actual video footage, looks pretty insane as well.
It does. And then, they mentioned that getting affiliate deals, they need to start messing with paid programs. I think there's a lot of value in that, because there are people who don't mind spending the money. They're like, okay, free stuff's great, but like, if I had money to spend, is there something even better? And so you could absolutely do that. And it would not be a hard pivot at all, in my opinion. So yeah, also a lot of programs have like a free version and then you pay them and whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunities there. Best of luck to you. Okay, we're going to look at the memes now. So you've been submitting memes in Discord, and we are going to see which one tickles our fancy the most, and we'll pick that channel. So let me pull this up here. I assume it's safe to pull up, and the house has been cleaned.
The pantry has been
pantry has been cleaned.
Yeah, clean out the pantry. I can't
sanitized.
All right, I'm gonna start at the top. Let's pull up Discord. I'm gonna add it to the stage, make it full screen, and this was the image that you were to meme. You have a few different options here. Vicky, grab the screenshots for you. Insert meme here. Okay.
All right.
What effort
Where are memes then?
A little too meta.
Right.
Dan already took Jen's Switch 2. Now Rob took her water bottle.
That is a callback to the first meme of the week there. I like that.
Oh my gosh.
Buy this cup on our reviewer channel, GrowthHack47, bribe me to with Mer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Shameless plug. Yeah.
Fine.
You got called out there.
Fine.
Me pretending this is my YouTube play button because I'll never reach 100K subs.
Oh, come on now.
I thought there was going to be a play button or something in these.
Coming up with YouTube video ideas, making a video. Yeah. Can't wait to check my video. Hope it blew up overnight.
Nice.
Ouch.
Nice replacement there. I do like that one.
Who got my order wrong? Yeah. There you go. If I spend a month making original content, will it get views? YouTube, yes.
Isn't it interesting how, like, that's the same idea as the one we saw before, but the other one was executed so much better without using any text?
Right.
It's kind of like a little insight into how thumbnails are more powerful when you use less text.
Yeah, it really, even zoomed in, it's hard to see what this is.
What I'm trying to say, Explosion 1000, is your meme was rubbish.
Also, you're welcome. I swapped my
what's going on here?
ever, and this happened.
Review my channel's tears when you didn't even fill out the form.
Huh.
I like the effort that's gone into the zooming up, but too complicated, that one.
These always get better as time goes on.
Oh, tiny Dan.
If you allow the channel to ferment, there's always so many more to pick from.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
The drink, the rumors were true.
I don't get that one.
I think they're saying you drink it and you get more views or something.
All right. Well, they've sent it twice now, which annoys me.
Wait, what is happening?
Those straws not even connected.
How have they done that? That's
And it's in your glasses.
Oh, this one just keeps delivering. This one. Yes. God, there's a lot of entrance here. Oh, there's too much text here. Come on.
That's funny though.
It doesn't boost views, but it does hold your tears really well. Yeah. I like the message there.
I haven't got the patience to read that one. Is that your lot? I mean, this is just a straight out rock, paper, scissors. That one, or the Dan's Tiny Head Marvel one, isn't it?
Oh, Dan's Tiny Head is going to win every vote for me every single time.
I laughed twice at the straw one. Like,
Well,
that had a
straw
double
one?
You're in
joke
luck.
in it.
Not a submission.
Hey, then we'll go for the straw one.
All right.
But have we already
will-
done Mystery Master as well? Like,
I have
this
no
is where,
idea.
like, we had this problem before where the best memers
Or just
get
the best
picked every
memer.
week. We did.
We did. Well, then what are we supposed to do now?
Go back. There was some more good ones, weren't they?
We play
The
rock,
10
paper,
of 10 one.
scissors.
The
7
10 of
more
10 one.
minutes.
Okay, let me add this back.
So the one that wasn't Explosion 1000, because
right,
that one was rubbish. Yeah,
This
that
one.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Speedy. Don't
Got
tell
it.
me we've audited this channel as well.
Uh,
We're going to get to a point where the winners of memes of the week are now having to pick a number for us to audit somebody else's channel.
yeah, you should.
Not bad.
If you really like doing memes of the week and there's someone in the community watching the stream that you want to help out, you could link their channel instead. Okay, so I have it pulled up here. I don't know if you've done
you
this
could
one or
go
not.
really meta and put our channel down.
Oh, we did
We've
do
audited
one.
this channel.
Yeah. It was the ChatGPT run that they did.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
yeah.
We've done some more.
Well, how have things been going since that outlier?
So yeah, we saw this outlier. I remember saying something like, keep tweaking the idea. You're just kind of doing the same thing with different lists now.
Mhm.
So ranking all 49 plants plants for zombies by their smell. Is that a mechanic of the game? That'd be my question. Because I've noticed when you go a little too silly with certain games, if the smell is irrelevant in the gameplay, people might not click it, even if it's kind of a funny idea.
What about ranking like all characters by defense or by attack or
be funny.
Special ability, something a bit more associated with playing the game itself.
What about a friend or a loved one ranking them, but they've never played the game before?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
That would be funny.
That's just like another.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Not a bad idea.
I worry that they need to continue this, add another game.
That's I guess it's gonna be difficult because they've really gone all in on.
It is. They have.
We didn't do Mystery Master.
Oh, we're getting in trouble.
What?
What?
Are you sure?
Let's have a look.
All right, hold on. Let me find it again. That's the Crazy Straw one.
Oh, coaching cameo. Right. Yes, this is a one-on-one coaching. Can you remember a few weeks ago where I said if you join a coaching program and send a secret word like Rob is awesome? Yes. I did a few cameos. So that's where I'm familiar with the channel.
They have a whole new meme now. Okay. Sorry, Mystery Master. I was not involved in that at all. That was
Ace Combat. All right, it's coming back to me a little bit now, Dan. Yeah.
So you're already a professional on this one.
No, I'm not. I can't even remember what we'd done.
Well, I don't
last
think
week.
you have seen this. That was the point. No? Do you guys know this channel?
No, I'm familiar with it.
I'm really familiar with it.
I'm not at all.
Because this was your cameo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I briefly looked at the channel. That's
spent a lot of time
here.
3. That's why I remember the name.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time talking to them and really workshopping a lot of ideas.
8 hours I've been auditing this channel. That's not true.
It's really impressive.
So 5,000 subscribers. Let's establish how they've achieved that with the current view counts, which don't seem to reflect that.
Oh,
is it in the shorts where they've had success?
Let's see. No.
So maybe they've unlisted something that they had success with in the past.
These older videos that got thousands of views, like they probably unlisted some stuff. I guess this is the most popular right now.
Why just unlist the other stuff and not this then?
Well, we don't know if that's the case. I may be wrong about that.
No, I'm throwing that out there in case that is the case.
Yeah. But anyway, they are now very much focused on, I think it's the Ace Combat franchise, Dan, from what I can remember.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty niche game already. And then, this is one of those conundrums where maybe you do have to add a little bit of SEO juice so that the right viewers are able to search and find the content. Because right now, if you look at the second most recent video, is this the worst rendezvous failure in history? I don't even know if that's about a video game.
Yeah.
From the thumbnail, unfortunately.
If I kind of zoom into it feels like you're filming your screen with a phone and not a screen recording software. There's some editing going on, but I gotta say, your competition in the gaming space is using proper screen capturing.
How easy is that to do now, Dan? Is it relatively inexpensive?
I would say it's pretty easy. It depends on your hardware. If you're using a console, they have built-in screen capturing abilities. I would use a console hooked to a capture card. That's the more expensive way to do it, but you get the best quality. Whatever your console allows you to do to record, I would be using that and getting the proper footage. If you can get it onto a screen, you can use OBS for free to capture. If you have an NVIDIA graphics card, a lot of them have a feature built in. You have to activate it, but I think once you do, it's Alt-Z will start recording your screen or something like that.
You've been giving us the shortcuts.
I paid for those. PS2. Okay, so PS2 plugged into get a good capture card, plug it into a capture card, use OBS to get the feed up there, look at some tutorials. But this doesn't look like capture card footage to me. This looks like you did your best to kind of crop out everything around your screen. It's crooked. It makes it really hard to see what's going on. You're losing a lot of quality here. And it's a PS2 game, so it's already you're fighting against older graphics and stuff like that too. That is a production thing that I would prioritize It's just going to make your content a lot more enjoyable and help you compete in the very vast landscape of YouTube gaming. What else can we say?
I think going back to the game that they're playing, it's a game that's 20 years old at this point. It was probably somewhat of a niche game at the time. I'm aware of the Ace Combat franchise, but I've never played it, and I'm sure 90% of gamers are probably of the same opinion. And then you got a 20-year gap. How many gamers treat that franchise as one of their all-time favorites? That's a question to ask. Can we do a search? What Ace Combat would it have been for the PS2? I have no idea.
Ace,
maybe just search Ace Combat PS2, Dan.
Combat PS2. 8 years ago. Wow. See, and if you're gonna play a game this old, this is what I'd be doing right here. Like talking about how much the game has changed. Playing a game that's this old, just as like a gameplay series, it's just where's the audience for it these days?
Yeah,
I think you're watching stuff like this.
The edge of the videos, like 14 years, 8 years. So we do have that one down, which is 1 year old, and that's a good example of how you're kind of refreshing, bringing something nostalgic into the present by doing the evolution of a series. But I just don't know if there's enough viewer interest to build an audience around it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with multiple videos. Like if you cover Ace Combat in one video and then move on to the next, like you're a nostalgic PS2 channel, then there's potential there. But
yeah, you could do a few things. You could play every Ace Combat game, like you could do a video like that. Yeah, you could do the evolution of Ace Combat and do your version of it. But yeah, I just think playing this one really old game is going to kind of hold you back a bit, unfortunately.
But something else to say, Dan, often we see channels that do Let's Plays on games, and they'll struggle to get like more than 50 views per video. This channel does have some traction in there, getting hundreds of views per video. So maybe that's through the quality of the content, or they already have a bit of an audience following them. So there is some potential there, but perhaps such a old game that doesn't have a strong following might be holding you back.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think that was a live stream.
And I suppose we should add, ignore everything we just said if your coach knows better than us, and they probably do so.
Just more insight
to mention that.
We're going to get in trouble. We're all going to be in there with cameos and apologies.
Rob wasn't awesome. We apologize.
Thank you, everybody, for submitting your channels. We'll be back again next week. Should be at the usual time.
Yeah. Back on Tuesday.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
It's been a pleasure as always. We love your contribution to the community. Like memes of the week is something that I brought back and I thought, is this going to work? We're a month in. It is as good as it's ever been. So thank you everybody for contributing to that. We love it.
All right. Thank you all. Goodbye.